Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter, playing with numbers. This is a chapter of class 6th, and here we are going to discuss the basic concepts of all the types of division, multiplication we have done in our lower classes. So in this division already you know how to multiply the numbers, how to divide the numbers, but there are some things which will tell you about the concepts, such as multiples and divisors. So we are going to just learn these two concepts in this video. Now, what are multiples? Let's start with this. See here, all of you know the multiplication tables. Suppose you do the multiplication like this: 2 into 1 equal to 2, 2 into 2 equal to 4, 2 into 3 equal to 6, 2 into 4 equal to 8. In this way you write the multiplication table of 2. So you obtain the result here. After multiplying 2 with different types of natural number, you obtain the results here. So this results part of the multiplication tables is actually the multiples. These all are the multiples, and these are the multiples of 2. You can say these all are the multiples of 2. Similarly, you can also write the table of 3. So what will be the table of 3? 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6, 3 3 ja 9, 3 4 ja 12. So as you go on, this will go on, the list will go on and it will increase. So this 3, 6, 9, 12 all are the multiples of number 3. So can you tell me how many numbers are there which are the multiples of 3? So as you see, there are lot of numbers which you can multiply by 3. This list will go up to infinite. So there is no limit of multiplying the numbers. If you multiply the different number, you will obtain different multiples of 3, and the list will be infinite. That is, there is no ending. So you can say the multiples of 3's are in infinite numbers. Similarly, multiples of 2 are also infinite. Multiples of 4 are also infinite. So for every number multiple, there are the infinite number of multiples for every number. Now coming to the division, divisors and factors. What do you mean by the divisors? As you know, when you divide a number like this, if you divide number 10 by 2, you get a quotient here and you write the result here, and you subtract and you obtain the remainder. So this value is called divisor, and it will be called as divisor when you get remainder as 0. If the remainder is 0, then you can say this 2 is the divisor of 10. So similarly, if the number is 11, the remainder of 10 will be the 1. Then you can say that 2 is not the divisor of 11 because remainder is not 0. So if number is exactly dividing any given number, then you will say that the given number is the divisor of the other number. Suppose if we want to check whether 15 is the divisor of 3 or not, or 3 is the divisor of 15 or not, so you have to divide this number. 3 5 ja 15, and the remainder is coming 0. If the remainder is coming 0, we can say 3 is the divisor of 15. So how you will obtain the divisor of 15? Is there only one divisor? You can see, if you divide 15 by 5, then 5 3 ja 15. So again you are getting 0. So you can say 5 is also the divisor of 15, 3 is also the divisor of 15. So similarly, if you divide 15 by 1, then 15 times it will be going and the remainder is again 0. So 1 is also the divisor of 15. So you can see there are the limited number of divisor, and one more divisor can be 15 itself. So this is also the divisor of 15. So you can see there are some limited numbers which are the divisor of 15. There are not an infinite number, but the limited numbers are there which will be the divisor of 15. So this divisor word is also used as factors. So divisor and the factor words are same. Actually the numbers which completely divides the other number are called the divisor or factor of that number. So completely divides means the remainder should be 0. So let us see some more examples. 20, as we have taken 15, so divisor were 1, 3, 5 and 15 itself. Now let us see for this also. It is divisible by 1. Yes, it is divisible. So you will get remainder as 0. So 1 is the divisor of 20. Can it be divided by 2? Yes, it can be divided by 2 also. You are getting remainder 0. So 2 will also divide 20. Let us take another number 3. 3 6 is 18. And here you will, after subtracting, you will get the remainder as 2. So you are not getting remainder 0. So you can say 3 is not the divisor of 20. Let us move further. 4 is a divisor or not? 4, 5 is 20. So you are getting remainder 0. So 4 also completely divides 20. Now let us see for 5. 5 4 is 20. Yes, here also it is completely divisible. 6 will be not able to divide it completely. 7 will not divide. 8, 9, 10. The 10 will divide. 10 2 is 20. Okay, so 10 is also divisor. Then after half, the no number can be, you can see 10 is the half of 20. After the half of the number, you can directly take the same number, because there will be no other number available which will divide this between 10 and 20. So after this, only the 20 is the number which will divide it completely. So in these two cases, for 15 and 20, you can see the 1 is coming here also, 1 is coming here also, and the number itself 15, number itself 20 is also coming. So you can say for every number 1 will be the divisor, and the number itself will be also the divisor of that number. Similarly, the divisor, or you can say as a factor, for every number there will be a factor 1 and there will be a factor number itself. So these are the two main concepts you have to learn about the different number. Now suppose a very big number is given. You can see, you have seen how we were finding the factors of 20. We were dividing by taking every number 1 times. That is a lengthy process. If a bigger number is there, then what is the way you can find the factor? Suppose I have given 30. So how to find the factors, different factors of the given number 30? So what you have to do, you just start by 2, the smallest prime number. So start by smallest prime number. 1 is not a prime number, you already know, and the prime number starts from 2. So take 2 and divide 2, 15 is 30. If then again start applying 2. If you divide by 2 here, you will see that 15 will be not completely divisible. So try to take such a number which will completely divide this 15. So the next number which we can take and it will divide 15 completely is 3. So you divide it by 3, 3 5 is 15. Now 5 is the remaining. Again the next prime number by which 5 will be divided is 5 only. So you can divide this number by 5, 5 1 is 5. So as soon as the last number will be 1 in every factorization their last number will be 1. This process is called factorization because we are obtaining the factors from these numbers. So these are the factors of 30. Actually, if the factors of 30 are the numbers which you can see here, that is 2, 3, 5, 1 will be also factor because for every number the 1 is a factor, and the number itself also. So you can also write 30. Now any other factors? Now there are also other factors which you can obtain. How? If you multiply these two number, see, if you multiply any two factors, you will obtain a new factor. So after multiplying 2 and 3, you will get 6. You can see the 6 also divide 30 completely. 6 5 ja 30. So again 0 is coming, that means 6 will also divide it completely, and the 6 will be the factor of 30 also. Similarly, if I take 3 into 5, 15, 15 will be the factor. If I multiply 5 into 2, then 10, 10 will be also the factor. If I multiply all of this number, I will get 30. 30 is already taken. So every type of combination you have tried, you have multiplied 2 and 3, 3 and 5, and 5 and 2. So all the other factors you have obtained. So following are the factors of 30, and all of this number will divide 30 completely. So these were the basic idea of multiples and factors. So if one question for multiples also, if I say write 5 multiples of 5. So how to write the 5 multiples? You can start from any number. You have to just multiply some integer value, positive integer value with the 5. So if I multiply 5 with 1, you will obtain 5. So 5 is also the multiple of 5. If I multiply 2, you will obtain 10. So 5, 10. Then next number will be 15, and another number is 20, and then if you multiply by 5, you will get 25. So these are the multiples of 5. So multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can also write other answer. It is not necessary you have to write this answer only. If you start multiplying by 6, suppose you multiply by 6, then 5 6 are 30. So you can start by 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Like this also you can write the multiples, and it is also not necessary to write in sequence. You can take any middle of the numbers as a multiples. So this was for the multiples and divisor. Now we are going to discuss some of the important facts or discoveries which are related to multiples and divisors. Now let us see some of the discoveries related to the multiples and divisors. The first one is a factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. What does it mean? If you have a number, suppose 6, then its factor 2, 3, 1. These factors will exactly divide the given number. That means the remainder after dividing will be 0. Okay. So factor are always the exact divisor of the given number. Every number is a factor of itself. 1 is a factor of every number. That means if you are finding the factor of, suppose I want a factor of 7, then 7 will be also the factor of 7, and so we can say every number is a factor of itself, and the 1 will be always the factor of that number also. So if we find, suppose we take a number 20, then the factors, there will be always this factor, that is 20 and 1. So the one of the factor number itself, and the other factor 1 will be always there. There will be other factor also, suppose such as 2, 5, 4. These are also the factors of 20, but the number itself, that is 20, and 1 will be also the factor of the given number. Now every factor of a number is less than or equal to the given number. Every factor of the number is less than or equal to the given number. You have seen the two examples. I have shown you 2 to 3 examples. I have found the factors of 15, I have found the factor of 20, I have also found the factor of 30. In those factors, you have seen that the factors were never greater than the given number. The factors may be equal or less, and it will be never less than the 1 also. So the lowest factor of a given number is 1, and the highest factor of the given number will be the number itself. So the other factor will lie between this range. Now the third next point, every number is a multiple of each of its factor. So every number is the multiple of each of its factors. So what does it want to say? Every number, that it means if a number is 15 and its factors are 1, 3, 5, then the 15 will be considered as the multiple of 1, 3, 5, all those factors which are obtained. You can say the multiples of 3 is also 15, a multiple of 5 is also 15, multiple of 1 is also 15, and multiple of 15 will be also 15. So the factors, the number will be the factor for will be the multiple for the factors, its factors. The next point is, every multiple of a given number is greater than or equal to that number. Every multiple of the given number is always greater than or equal to the number. The same thing, that suppose 15 is a number, given number, then it is considered as a multiple, and multiple of whom? Its factors. 15 is a multiple of its factor, and the greatest factor will be 15 only. So the factor will not be greater than the given number. The factors cannot be greater than the given number. So greatest multiple will be the number itself. Every multiple of a given number is greater than or equal to the number. That means the multiple will be greater than its factor. Every number is a multiple of itself. So every number is the multiple of itself. I already told 7 has also the multiple 7. Okay, and 6 will have a multiple as 6 also. So every number is the multiple of itself, and you can say every number is a factor of itself. This is for the both the cases. So these were the some of the discoveries related to divisor or factors and multiples. Thank you.